Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, good evening, good evening. My name is Hector Dominguez, and I'm here on behalf of the Cook County Assessor's Office. Before we do anything, I want to say thank you for being here with us tonight. You literally could be doing anything else, but you're here with us. Maybe you're eating dinner. Maybe you're on the bus on your phone. Maybe you're at home. Maybe you don't even know what's happening. It doesn't matter. We're here to help you guys today. With us, we have a very special guest. I think for 2023, this is the first time we have an assessor on a township assessor on one of our lives. So, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to introduce to you Assessor Emo from the city of the township of Cicero. Go ahead, take it away, sir.
Hi, how you doing this evening? My name is Emo Kandari. I'm the assessor for Cicero Township. Just wanted to bring some attention to what's going on in the town right now with assessments and exemptions. Right now, seniors can apply for their exemptions. Make sure that you're renewing your senior freeze if you've had it before. If you haven't, we can help you get started with that. Also, make sure that your other exemptions are all renewed and accordingly with your bill. Also, we have property tax appeals going on right now in Cicero Township. It's open for that. I believe we're open until May 12th. So Cicero is open Monday through Thursday, which means that we'd be stopping on May 11th for being able to advocate for you and help you with any paperwork that you need. So our office is on the second floor of Cicero Town Hall, and that's 4949 West Cermak. We're open Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Anyone in our office can help you with your exemptions and your appeals, anything, any paperwork that you need to fill out that we need to get down to the county for you. Feel free to stop by. If you need to call us instead, it's 708-656-3600. And you can try extension 224 or 225. And we're also available on our town website. It's www.thetownofcicero.com.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you for being here with us tonight. Like I said, guys, we're going to have some different kind of things happening for you all tonight. I know typically when we do these type of events, we kind of just go over what's going to be happening. But because we have an assessor with us here tonight, we're going to do things a little bit differently. So quick question for you, or not a question, but for anyone who's watching right now, and you're like me, like I have lots of questions. And if I don't ask these questions, I'm going to forget. I'm going to start, my ADHD is going to kick in and things are going to go crazy. So please, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a question, please go ahead and write that or type that out, in the comment portion. And when we get to the Q&A section of today, we'll definitely be there to answer. Assessor, you are more than welcome. I know you're a busy man, but you are more than welcome to hang out with us behind the scenes. And once we get to the Q&A, you can definitely jump in with us if you want to. You can moderate those questions if you want to, whatever you want to do. We want to just let you know that you're more than welcome to stay, but I do understand that if you got something else to do, it's totally cool. No pressure at all.
Okay, sure.
All right, wonderful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you to the background, and I'm going to share my screen, and then we're going to jump right into it.
Okay, great.
Thank you for coming. All right, let me present my screen. And of course, present. Come on, share screen. Come on. There we go. Internet, you gotta love it. So, ladies, my name is Hector Dominguez. Like I already stated, on behalf of the Cook County Assessor's Office, we just want to say thank you for being with us here tonight. Here is a wonderful picture of our assessor, just so you know who he is, what he actually looks like. Cook County Assessor Fritz Kagi. This is what we're doing here tonight, guys. We just want to just be servants, man. Public servants, kind of just share and give you tools and kind of tips on what you can do to make your appeal better, right? So first of all, the responsibility of the assessor's office, it's our job to put a value on almost 2 million different properties. And how the heck do we do that? Ladies and gentlemen, we use what's called a mass appraisal system. We also offer what's called like an exemption or a discount program, right? So it's where I'm going to talk about that in a couple seconds, but it's basically where you, depending on your situation and the requirements that you might be able to fill, you can get a discount on your property taxes. We also do the appeal process, which is what we're going to be talking about tonight. But here's what we don't do. Our office does not, I repeat, our office does not, we don't issue tax bills. We don't calculate tax bills. We don't create your tax bill. We don't do any of those things. We also are not responsible for the tax rate. We're also not responsible for the tax levies in your specific township. What the heck are those things? What's a tax levy? I will show you what that is in a couple of slides, but it's the big middle yellow portion of your tax bill. Very quickly, I do want to highlight some things. Here are a list of our exemptions. The ones that are circled in yellow are automatically renewed going forward. So that's the homeowners, the senior citizen, and the persons with disability exemption. Those are automatically renewed going forward. The ones that are yellow, the ones that are red, those are kind of automatically renewed, but with special stipulations, meaning something else has to happen in order for that to be automatically renewed. But we're going to do a separate live for that as well. So don't worry about that right now. And then the other three, you have to apply for. Here is what a tax bill looks like. On the bottom left-hand corner where it says tax calculator, that is where your information is. That is where your discounts will be listed. We kind of have that. We kind of have that section. Fat fingers. Sorry. We kind of have that section highlighted over here. Homeowner exemption, X amount of dollars. Senior citizen exemption, X amount of dollars, just depending on your situation. If you're wondering if you have received your exemptions in the past, this is where you would look. This is what a confirmation page would look like from filing your exemptions. And this is the email you would receive after filing your exemptions as well. So we get these questions all the time. Hey guys, did I do this right? Did I submit? Is it confirmed? Can you help me? This is how you would know. But enough of that. Why are we here tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Let's get down to the meat and potatoes. I was going to say beans. I'm Puerto Rican. I apologize. But triennial. What the heck is that? So the county is split up into 3 different sections, and each of those sections are reassessed at a different time. So as of right now, 2023, the south and the western suburb portion of the county is what's being reassessed right now. So Cicero Township, you guys, your deadline is May 17th, and you have until May 17th to do that. So please don't be the person that waits until May 17th 11:59 p.m. to try to file your appeal, and then contact us and say, hey, something's wrong, I can't appeal, I can't submit, what's happening? Listen, you have 17 more days, ladies and gentlemen. Please take advantage of the information that I'm going to be sharing with you today. All right. What you see in front of you is a reassessment notice. You should have received this in the mail. This is not a tax bill. This is not a tax bill. This is not a tax bill. This just has your information, right? So it has your PIN number, which we believe your market value is, your neighborhood code, your construction type, all of those kinds of things that you will need later on can be found here. Here is some data, some information. You can also find this on our website at cookcountyassessor.com/Cicero-2023-residential. I'm sure somebody will be popping that into the comment section for you also. Here's where you can find this information. Hey, how do we know where we are? How do we know where we land in as far as values are concerned? How do we know if we're being fairly assessed or not? Well, for single family homes, the average is $205,000 for a single family home. For condos, it's $87,000. Multi-family homes is $271,000. So look at your reassessment. Multiple reasons why someone would appeal, but here are the 3 top, I guess, the most common reasons why someone would appeal. The first one is lack of uniformity. That just means you and I, our property is built by the same person, same size, same color, same area, same everything. But for whatever reason, our values are different. And I want to know why we're not the same. Why are we not uniform, right? The next one is overvaluation. I'm willing to bet that that's everybody here, right? There's no way my property is worth this much. If my property was worth this much, I would sell it to you right now, right? And the last one, or not the last one, but the other most common version is incorrect property description, also known as property description error. That is just a way for you to say, hey guys, there's a factual error here. For example, you're saying that my property is, I don't know, 1,600 square feet, but it's really 1,000 square feet. I'm just making these numbers up. Or, hey guys, you're saying that my property is a building with 6 apartments or less, but I really have a single family home. Can we figure this out? There's something wrong here, guys, right? So I just want to make sure like people know what's actually happening, right? Also, when you go to our website, you put in your PIN number. This will pop up, and from here you can see your construction type. You can see how many garage, what kind of like car garage, how many cars fit in your garage, your building square footage. All that information can be found on our website as well. Now, the appeal process. This is what everyone's here for, so let's jump right in. So the appeal process goes as follows. First, you're going to get a reassessment notice. That's that piece of paper that you might have thought was a bill. It is not. It's a reassessment notice. It just has your information on it. From there, you would file an appeal. And in filing an appeal, when we get to that portion, I'll show you how. You will have to provide a reason why you are appealing. After that, an analyst will go over your appeal, and then they will decide if you're going to get a decrease or a no change. Regardless, you will be notified, right? So it's not like, dang, I don't know if they saw my appeal. I don't know. No. Regardless of what happens, they are going to see it, and you will get a response from us. So to file an appeal, you go to Cook County assessor.com/online demo. But once you submit it, it's done. You can't edit or change it. Filing an appeal is always free with our office. I'm sure you guys have been getting letters saying, hey, for a third for the next 3 years plus an extra $500, we can file your appeal for you. You have every right to do that. That's not what this presentation is about, but I can show you how to file your appeal. And once we're done, you can then decide if you want to pay someone to do it or you can do it yourself. We also just want to make sure that Cicero Township knows that you guys have until May 17th to file your appeal. Now, filing your appeal, go to cookcountyassessor.com. And once you do that, you're going to scroll all the way down and click on residential appeal. Now, we have a list of different appeals. However, the ones we're going to focus on today is residential, but some of you all might check on condo co-op. Some of you all might check on commercial, but what we're doing today is residential. Now, you must create an account and log in. So mine is happytaxpayer@gmail.com. Go ahead, and once you get to this screen, you're going to scroll all the way to the bottom and find residential appeal. Again, if you're it's the same idea. This window will pop up. Now, please, ladies and gentlemen, when you're doing an appeal or you're filing your appeal, anywhere you see a checkbox or anywhere you see a red star, you have to complete that task. Otherwise, you can't move forward. So we get this question all the time. Hey, how do I know if I did it right? Well, if you get to the end and hit submit, you did it right? Because if you do not, a pop-up will show up and saying, hey, there was an error. Please fix now, or do you want to fix later? So it will let you know. So go ahead and click the check boxes. Click next. And then your information will pop up. We just want to make sure you are who you say you are. This is what you say it is. This is the property in question. And then we have a unique little situation here. So this is for anyone who wants to file a certificate of error. Why the heck would I file a certificate of error? Well, you would only do that if there was a factual error, which is different than an opinionated error. Feel me? So a factual error is, hey, the assessor's office says I have a property with 2,000 square feet, but I really only have 1,500. Or the assessor's office says my building is a building with 6 apartments or less, but I really have a single family home, right? That would be a factual error. If that is you, just let us know what years that applies to, and then we can move forward. But otherwise, you can just click next if this does not apply to you. Also, my screen froze. Oh no. Okay, beautiful. It's back. Next, we want to know if you have a prorated property. That is for anyone. Basically, you would know if you had a prorated property or not, right? Most taxpayers receive 2 tax bills a year, a blue one when it's cold outside and a yellow when it's warm outside. If you receive more than 2 tax bills for the same property, you have a prorated property. We just need that PIN number. If you don't, you can ignore it. Now we need to know who you are. Remember, wherever there's a checkbox or a red star, you have to complete that task. So please let us know that you are the taxpayer or the attorney, whichever one you are. I'm going to choose taxpayer owner, and I'm going to do that for the next section as well. From there, we need to have some information. Please give us that information. Give us the address, the city, the phone number, the email address you want this connected to, so we can make sure everything's aligned correctly, everything's together, right? Once you do that, this will auto-populate for you, and if it's correct, just click select, and then click next. Now, once you click next, you'll get to your property characteristic page. You can completely ignore this. However, if you for a fact know your address or the age of your property is not 99, it's really 12, go ahead and change that. But for the most part, you can ignore this page. Now we need to know what's actually happening, right? So if you're filing an appeal and you do not agree with the value of your home, you have to tell us what you believe your home is worth. How do you do that? Right here where it says desired market value, just give us a value. Give us what you believe your home could sell for. After that, you have to choose a reason why you are appealing. So we went over these already, but I'm gonna kind of go over them again. Lack of uniformity. That just means we have the same property, but the values are different, and I want to know why. Overvaluation, my value's too high. Vacancy occupancy, that means you have an empty property. Fire damage, self-explanatory. Property description error, we talked about that already. There's a factual error, right? Building is uninhabitable, that means you physically cannot live there. And then building no longer exists, self-explanatory. Now, for whatever reason you choose, for this example, I chose overvaluation, you have to give us an explanation why. You can't just pick an option and go forward. We have to, right? So let us know what you're thinking. So I put just, next you have field check. This will allow us to go to the property and actually redraw and remeasure it. So if you want a field check, click yes. If you don't, click no. The rest of that will auto-populate, and then we need to know what kind of property do you have. Do you have a single-family home? Do you have a building with 6 apartments or less? Do you have a mixed use? Do you have a townhouse? Go ahead and check the appropriate option, and then click next. Once you click next, I feel like this is where all the questions are going to come in. This is where you would go to file your comparables, or comparables, I should say. So there's 3 different ways, actually. So the first one is using your reassessment notice. Using your reassessment notice, you can go into these fields that are right here and just match them. Masonry with masonry. Your property class, I'm making it up, 212 with 212. Your neighborhood code, your construction type, all of that information, just match it and click search. You will be given literally hundreds of different properties to compare yours with, right? To use as comparables. The other way you can do this is if you have a specific property you want our office to compare yours with, like the guy across the street. Just that's at the bottom where it says custom. Go ahead, give us that address or give us that PIN number, and we can use that as well. The third option you can use is called the AIM program, AIM. This is unique to township assessor offices. You can go in. I don't know if you have to make an appointment. We can talk about that at the end, or if you can just walk in. However, you can go there and ask for help using the AIM program. That program will find you comparables like that, and then you can use those as well. Once you find your comparable, you're just going to click next, and then you're gonna get this question, not a questionnaire. You're going to get like the screen is letting you know, hey, these are the PIN numbers we're going to use. Is this okay? Once you do that, you'll get to where you can upload attachments. Here's where you would send pictures if you have them, an appraisal if you have it, sales analysis, a plata survey, a narrative, whatever you want can be added or uploaded here. We're almost at the end, ladies and gentlemen. So this is where you would give us your name, your phone number, and your email address again, and click submit. Now, once you click submit, you're going to get a giant "Are you sure?" Up to right here, you can go back, you can edit, you can save, you can change, you can do whatever you want. But once you click yes, it will be submitted, and you will get a confirmation page with your filing ID number there. Now, for obvious reasons, you will not get a digital response with your decision for your appeal, right? But you will get one in the mail. So please be patient with our office. Once that is submitted and all of your township is done and it is closed, then I would say about 8 to 12 weeks, you would get a decision letter from our office. You can go to cookcountyassessor.com, and from there you can check your exemption history, your appeal history, your assessment history, read all about your property and your neighbors. Just saying, you can do all of that there. If you want to connect with us, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to be quite honest with you. The easiest way to connect with us is social media. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on LinkedIn, we're everywhere, right? Send us a DM. When we're not doing these type of events, before I jumped on here, I was answering some DMs on Instagram. So please just go ahead and do that. But if you want to contact us, you can call us 312-443-7550. You can also make an appointment to go to one of our offices or one of our satellite locations. You can go downtown at 118 North Clark. You can go to Markham Courthouse, that's 16501 South Kedzie. You can go to the Skokie Courthouse, that's 5600 West Old Orchard Road. And you can go to the newly remodeled and reopened Bridgeview Courthouse, 10220 South 76th Avenue. And what you can also do is if you open up your camera app and hover over our Linktree account, the QR code, and click the link, you will be directed to as soon as my phone works, you will be directed to the Linktree account. And from here, you can join our newsletter. It is the 6th option down. You can sign up for our newsletter. That way you can be as up to date as humanly possible on your specific property, guys. So you definitely want to take advantage of that. So now I'm going to stop sharing. And from here, let's jump into the comments section. Oh, we don't have any questions. Awesome. So here's what I'll do. Assessor Emo, are you available to jump on and just do a quick back and forth with me very quickly? I'm sure you guys have some questions that you probably want to ask us. You can just give me a thumbs up. There you go.
Sure. Yep.
How you doing, Assessor? So are there any questions that you get on the daily or you hear often that you're like, hey, let's handle this right now?
I think the most common question that we have is how do people's property actually get assessed when they see like a big discrepancy between their neighbors and themselves, or they say, well, my house only has 2 bedrooms and theirs has 3. Why is there such a difference, and things like that. So, we try to explain that as best as we can, but I think that's one thing that usually is something that needs to be addressed and maybe made a little more clear for the residents.
No problem at all. So here's what I tell people. I got to word this the right way, I would suggest that taxpayers never compare tax bills. That's the first thing I would suggest.
Sure.
Because unless you know the person personally and you can look at their tax bill, there could be some things that they are receiving that you are not receiving. For example, they could be receiving the home improvement exemption, which covers their or freezes their value for 4 years, right? So there could be a situation, I'm making it up, but there could be a situation where, hey, my neighbor just added on a dormer and that was 2 years ago and their value hasn't changed at all. Why is that? That's not fair, when in reality, they don't know that they're receiving the home improvement exemption, right? Or we might have someone who has a service-connected disability, 70% or greater, and they're a vet, but their disability have a lower bill than I have. There are some things that I would refrain from doing. So that's one of them. Now, when it comes to actually property value, a different conversation. I would look at homes that are similar to mine and compare them to mine. I would compare my apple to another apple, not my apple to a grape, right? And using the mass appraisal system, what our office does is they go in and they actually figure out what those values are, and then they average them out. So I know that doesn't sound, or that's not an answer that most people like, but that's the reality, right? And that's why we do these type of events, so that you can say, hey, well, in your data, is I'm making this number up. Data, it says that singles are 205,000. Well, mine says that 300,000. So there's obviously an error there. And for that person, we say, absolutely, go ahead and file that appeal. I would love to sit up here and say that our office gets it right 100% of the time, right? But come on, there's no way, right? There's no way. And that's why we have the appeal process. It's a checks and balances process. It's a way for you to say, hey, something's wrong here. Can we figure it out, right? What about, is there another question that you guys get a lot that you want us to tackle?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we, most of us in the office have been around for quite a while, so we're used to being able to deal with, different approaches to things and different situations for people. And we do our best to stay on top of communicating with the residents on when appeals open and when exemptions are available for people. So, we're here to help. Mm-hmm.
Well, no, I appreciate it. Thank you for joining me. It gets lonely up here sometimes, and I appreciate you. I think it's good when your constituents can see, like, hey, the guy we got it in that's kind of our advocate is actually here, and he's actually trying to do something. So I think that's great. Thank you for sharing your time with me. For everyone else who's watching, thank you so much for your time. You could have been doing anything else. I know it's dinner time for some folks, so I appreciate you guys. It's dinner time for me. I'm getting a little hangry. Right. So love you guys. Appreciate you guys. You guys have a great night. Thank you so much. Be safe, be wise, be blessed, and you guys have a great night. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you. Take care. Thanks.
No problem.